welcome again to Mr. Dixon's Arrested Developments. Sorry, this one's a little late, but these things happen. I'm a busy man. I should probably move my mic over. Watch me as I move my mic over. Da 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 da. Moving his mic over. Why didn't I not just put it on the tie? There we are. That's what I should have done. You probably wouldn't even noticed until I said something. All right. Anyway, I got 4 stories here. Usual, I'm going to read a bunch of stuff. It's about religious people getting in trouble, arrested, that sort of thing. I know. There was just some shooting in a church. It had nothing to do with me. So I'm going to read these stories about the religious people and the whole. I know you have to love it that they're saying like, well, the shooting. They're trying to find reasons for it, and they're trying to find excuses, even though it's in the church, so they can't say anyone was sinful because everybody was a churchgoer. But the answer is never, there is no God. That's why it happened. All right. Gin and tonic, delicious. I highly recommend these. And I know that we just had a guy on Halloween. It was a terrorist attack. So it's just a fun time in America. Definitely time for gin and tonic. Okay, anyway. Here's the deal. What I do is I read stories about the priests, ministers, whatever, being arrested. That's the whole gimmick right there. Mr. Dixon's Arrested Development. I'm Mr. Dixon. Anyway, so why don't we just get right into this? As our first story is from Hamilton. Although you gotta love the fact that they had this like, oh, what can we possibly, we can't blame the gays. We can't blame sinfulness and just this is what God wanted. Yes, he wanted to be shot. It's a way he's showing his love or something. What is some dumb minister or something or whatever said it's a way of this is what they wanted, to be shot. Because I know if I was over in the church, I'd be like, would be nice. Okay, this is the best place. Best place to get shot is in a church because there's so much. All the other places are terrible. Getting shot in like a Batman movie or seeing Vegas and seeing a concert or anything that's horrible. But being shot in a church, so much different. There's a guy because Hitler, right? He kills himself and Stalin dies in bed. But these people get shot, and that's so much better. Because they didn't murder anybody. They weren't Nazis. They weren't Russians who were murdering people. No. They were just in a church, and they get shot. They died worse than Stalin. Stalin died in his bed. These people got shot. Best place. Best place. Yeah. Thank you, God. All right. These are our stories. Hamilton pastor arrested in Kentucky sex sting operation. Imagine that. Dying worse than Stalin. Stalin murdered millions of people. Dies in his bed. You go to church, you get shot. That's Jesus, hallelujah. All right, I'm sorry. We're reading the stories. We're reading them. Hamilton pastor arrested in Kentucky sex sting operation. Of course, why not? I don't pick these for sex. I swear, I'm not trying. This is what people are getting arrested for. The religious folk, when they're not getting shot by lunatics, they're getting arrested for their sex thingies. This is from Danville, in Kentucky. A Monroe County pastor and Columbus restaurant owner is arrested in an online child sting operation in Kentucky. Nothing to do with the chicken. Michael Shane Cruz, 46, is charged with unlawful transaction with a minor, first degree, illegal sex under the age of 18, a prohibited use of electronic communication system to procure a minor or peace officer sexual offense. That's what he's charged for. The belching was just me. That's the added effect you get when you watch these videos. Cruz was arrested this past Saturday in Danville, Kentucky. Well, we established that already. Court documents accused Cruz, not that one, there's a whole other Cruz, of starting an online chat and arranging to meet a 16-year-old gay teen for a sexual act. So, got some man-on-man love. That teen was really an undercover detective in Boyle County, Kentucky. So that ruined his thing. Let me go in. Oh, hello, little man. It's like, yeah. I'm a cop. I'm 48. Shoot. The court document signed by a detective claimed Cruz knew the age of the person he was meeting. According to Cruz's Facebook page, he is the pastor and founder of Restoration Life Church in Hamilton. Restoration Life. But not for the dick. I need some dick. Where's the young dick that I need? You know, him and, what's his name? The actor, House of Cards. What's his face? They get along well. According to Cruz's Facebook, he's the pastor and founder of Restoration Life Church in Hamilton. He's also been associated with several other churches in the Columbus area. Cruz also owns 2 restaurants in Columbus. He is free on the $20,000 bond. I don't know why we need to know about the restaurants he owns. Although I like it. He's doing well as a pastor. They can just hire a prostitute. Although they would get a hooker. I'm sure male hookers must be as easy to get as female hookers. I don't know what the deal is, but presumably they're in the back of a magazine or somewhere. And you call them like, hey, pretend you're underage and we'll bang. Or have them above age and like, I mean, obviously they should be of age, but I'm saying like hire one and like pretend they're underage. But unless you just didn't care at the time, like I'll fuck anything, but it just happened to be underage, I'll still do it. Who knows? I don't know what that deal is, but he's got 2 restaurants, so he hopefully can hire a good lawyer, and to which he's gonna have to sell the place after he pays this off and goes to jail. Anyway, allegedly, maybe he didn't do it. Maybe it's all nonsense. Anyway, we're moving on. Missourian. This is in the Missourian, ladies and gentlemen. Local pastor arrested on suspicion of domestic assault. No sex here. See? This guy just beats his women. He doesn't fuck them. I mean, he fucks them, but he doesn't rape them. It's just the beatings for him, a domestic assault. Lorenzo Lawson, executive director of Youth Empowerment Zone and pastor at Chosen Generation Ministries, was arrested Thursday night on suspicion of domestic assault. Oh, Jackie Gleason, no malice on he actually connected there. Apparently, allegedly. Lawson, 64, founded YEZ, an organization that provides at-risk youth in Colombia with the resources and job skills in 2004. I guess it's when he started in 2004. The alleged victim of the assault is a 25-year-old woman in a relationship with Lawson. Boone County Sheriff's Department Detective Tom O'Sullivan said, well, hold on a second. This motherfucker's 64 and he's banging a 25-year-old? Oh, you nasty old man. Oh, you nasty. You nasty old man. Oh, this 64 banging a 25. I don't mean banging his head in her. I mean, although he did that obviously as well. But I mean, he's like, he had sex with the, what? 64 years old? How is this man getting 25-year-old pussy? I didn't get 25-year-old pussy when I was 25. All right. How was he? All right. How is this possible? This is amazing. Is that the God thing? Really? Chicks turned on by that? Like, oh, I'm a man of God. I can get you to heaven. If you give me some of that pussy. She goes like, all right. I don't know. I don't know what. Does pussy do this? The gin and tonic is kicking in. This is pussy. Yeah. Just open it up. Let me get on the back. They go, there we go. Here's my pussy. If it's this big, you are not going to have a good time. The alleged, if you're a dude, I don't know, would a lesbian enjoy really big pussy? I don't think so. By smashing it together, I don't think it would feel good to just like this huge vag that just takes up the entire woman's body when you get on top of her. Like, that's a bit much. That's a bit much too much of vagina. Just a tad. This is so vulgar. Why is this? All right, we'll get back to this. Well, this is vulgar. All right, not my fault. This is the world we live in. People are shooting at concerts, they're shooting people in churches, and the pastor's running around trying to fuck the youth. I don't know. He's 64 years old and he's fucking at 25. She's not underage, but still 65, 24. What the fuck? The alleged assault occurred in Demart Drive, O'Sullivan said. The woman reported she had been assaulted Tuesday around 10:30 p.m. She told us that Mr. Lawson had punched her numerous times, knocked her to the ground, O'Sullivan said. She had blood on her lips and bruising on her forehead and on her cheek. Jesus. O'Sullivan said that her child with Lawson was there at the time. Child with Lawson knocked her up. That sperm still works, apparently. And so does his fist. What an asshole. O'Sullivan said that her child with Lawson was there at the time. Another witness who was present who corroborated her statement, O'Sullivan said. Like her bruises wasn't the corroboration enough. I need to see some. No, it's not enough that you got punched. We need to see someone else who said you see you get punched. Because I guess you punched like he did it. Oh, look at it, he did it. O'Sullivan said I said that already. Lawson was not at the scene when deputies initially responded Tuesday night. Of course not. Too busy finding another woman to beat up and 25-year-olds to fuck. He was released after posting a $6,500 bond. Oh, the pastor and pays very well, obviously, according to the department. Anyway, so that's the local pastor there. Allegedly, well, he's not allegedly a local pastor. Allegedly beat up he definitely is fucking a 25-year-old. 64. Dirty bastard. Dirty, dirty bastard. Daily Journal in Illinois, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the Daily Journal in Illinois. Area priest bond to be set today. Father Richard E. Jacqueline, who assists with masses at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Goodrich. Hey, can't have a story with at least one Catholic. Is scheduled to be in court today for his bond to be set after he was arrested by Illinois State Police on Tuesday and charged with sexually assaulting a resident of Shapiro Developmental Center in Kankakee. It's something. It's a place. It's Kankakee. I don't know, but he's good. He's like a Shapiro Developmental Center. So mentally disabled. He's beating up. That's very sweet. 65 motherfucker. The 65-year-old, another old bastard. The 65-year-old Jacqueline has been preliminarily charged by state police with criminal sexual assault by force and sexual misconduct of a person with a disability. This is a Class A dude. Class. This is class, ladies and gentlemen. Class. I don't want to do the alt-right thing, so I don't know what the... I can do this without the seeming... so they got the whole nasty Nazi thing. I don't know what... I've seen it. Read about it. This is neither here nor there. It's nothing to do with him. He's not a Nazi. He's just a guy who beats up children who are mentally retarded. We are still gathering information. Kankakee County State's Attorney Jim Rose told the Daily Journal on Wednesday. Rose said he would not comment further until after Jacqueline's bond is set in Kankakee County Court today. Jacqueline, who was ordained June 22nd, 1984, best year ever, has been assigned to the Sacred Heart since 2004, according to the Diocese of Joliet. Jacqueline was assigned as a resident at St. Rose of Lima Church in Kentucky from 1976 to 2005. Who knows if he's beating the kids up there. While associate pastor at St. Who cares? There he says, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read the rest of it. Anyway, point is, he's beaten up for mentally incapacitated. No sex, though. No pedophilia, so good for him. He's not a pedophile. It's just an old man who beats up children. All right, and who are mentally underdeveloped. That's perfecto. All right, moving on. Last one. Denver Post. From the Denver Post, ladies and gentlemen. From the Denver Post. Thornton church pastor gets prison for sexual assault of 13-year-old girl. The church and girl's father tried to shield the girl's assailant. Now, that's a classy dad. Dad is like, hey, you're raping my daughter. Let me help. All right. An Adams County judge on Tuesday sentenced an assistant pastor at Agape Bible Church in Thornton to 13 years in prison for repeatedly sexually assaulting a teenager who was homeschooled at his residence. So, I want to keep my kids safe, so I'm just gonna teach them at home, and I'll have the pedophiles come on over and visit. Robert Dwayne White, 51, used his position at the church to gain the trust of the victim and her parents, which is always the best way to do it. Get the parents in there, like, hey, I want to bang your kid, and the parents are like, what? What are you talking about? And he goes like, hey, I'm a man of God. And they go, well, in that case, what am I going to object to? At the sentencing hearing, District Judge Don Quick criticized the church and the girl's father, saying they responded to the allegations by shifting blame to the victim and trying to handle the matter within the church rather than reporting to the police. Seems like a reasonable complaint there for the judge saying that. I'm still shocked at how certain adults responded to this, Quick said. He's got to read more of these stories. You wouldn't be shocked. The girl, now 15, reported that White began inappropriately touching her when she was 12. Last March, when she was 13, he offered to take her on a field trip, but instead took her to a hotel where he sexually assaulted her. Mr. White described this as a stupid decision, but this wasn't a mistake. He saw he could manipulate the victim and her family. Patrick Freeman, senior deputy district attorney, said at the sentencing hearing. He describes it as a stupid decision? A stupid decision is like, I am going to have cake and ice cream, and then I'm going to have cake and ice cream again later, even though I've already had cake and ice cream. That's a dumb decision. Dumb decision. I've got to watch my weight. I shouldn't be eating this candy bar. That's a dumb decision. Watching this final season of Scandal, that's a dumb decision. But this is not a stupid decision. This is disgusting. All right. Those who attempted to hide him from justice share blame, Freeman said. That's the district attorney. As an assistant pastor and teacher, Wyatt was in a position of trust, Quick said. You preyed on her emotional and physical vulnerabilities over and over again. You planned on how to groom her so that you could commit these acts, he said. You took advantage not just of her body, but her heart. Well, the heart thing seems a bit much. I wouldn't bring that in. Tell her that you loved her. On July 18th, Wyatt pleaded guilty to attempted first-degree assault and sexual assault on a child. Doesn't say what happened to the parents in this story. This is all I got. I would print it out when I printed it. I mean, I looked in the story and I read it and I put it on a thing. And that's what came out. That's printed. And I don't know. I didn't say what happened to the parents, although they helped try and shield things. So I guess they're sentenced later. But he's the pastor. That's the main person we're interested in because that's who we read about. Pastors, imams, priests, whatever naughtiness they're up to. And they're very naughty boys. Very naughty. And I do mean boys because apparently women, not too many women religious leaders. And when they do, they're not banging young kids. I don't know. If you can find one story, please let me know about it. All right. I'm Mr. Dixon, and that is our show for this time. And I'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.